dig up a past I swore would stay buried.
You will always be a monster.
Ares! I have nothing more to hide.
The ghost of Sparta had been born.
Though I do love the larger-than-life approach to the 9 realms of God of War 2018 and Ragnarok, I do miss the more traditional hack-and-slash God of War, using body parts to destroy hordes of all sorts of Greek creatures while tearing through an enemy as they nearly beg for mercy. When Kratos was feeling well, that was his warm-up. The camera position never obscured anything, so you could plan your move and create complete pandemonium with everything displayed on the screen. These combos were well represented. I miss Kratos' aggressiveness. Why can't Santa Monica bring back Kratos' brutality in the new God of War's gameplays? They could do what Doom Eternal did with its finishers. Once an enemy is low enough, the player can execute a ferocious finisher to its foe. I know that God of War 2018 and Ragnarok swords have already have that with their stun meter or whatever, but it's still too tame. Doesn't have that much variety and doesn't occur as much as I want it to. The new games lose some of the simplicity of God of War's classic hack-and-slash combat in favor of larger-than-life qualities, but why can't we have both? I also just do not appreciate how much Santa Monica let go of the old God of War games. I just wish they had included more of Kratos' past into the narrative of Ragnarok, just like how they did in 2018 with Athena's part and the illusions of Zeus and Helheim. For example, in God of War Ragnarok, they could have had flashbacks of Kratos' wife and daughter during the mission where Kratos goes after the Norns. We know the Norns knew of Kratos' past and they could create realistic illusions, so that would have fit perfectly. And if they had just somehow included Athena into the story, it would have made the game so much better and added more depth to Athena's part in 2018. It just feels like the part with Athena in 2018 is quite useless now. It has no purpose. Instead of having us do boring missions with Atreus, Santa Monica could have focused just a tiny bit more on those kind of aspects. Don't even get me started on Atreus. The missions with Atreus were not very interesting, to put it mildly. Atreus' bond with Kratos in the original game offered gamers a poignant glimpse at the challenges of being a god, raising children, and maintaining secrets. Its story distinguished it from previous games and guided the gameplay in the appropriate direction. Atreus supported Kratos during the game, helping him with riddles and solving mysteries about many worlds and stories they would discover together. God of War Ragnarok, the sequel, advanced the gameplay by allowing the player to see the universe from Atreus' point of view on a larger scale. The player assumes control of Atreus and numerous parts of Ragnarok as he braves the 9 realms without Kratos. To put it bluntly, these missions were boring. The youthful archer has a unique repertoire of actions and abilities that display his prowess. Compared to Kratos' confrontational style of fighting, this offers you an entirely other perspective on the fight. Rather, Atreus mostly uses his bow to shoot arrows at a distance or bridge gaps between fighters. In this course of his task, he even acquires his own assortment of buddies. Regretfully, it begs the question of whether Kratos could have used all of this screen time and investigation to return to his origins. As previously said, this easiness of blindly blowing through adversaries with a ton of combos and reliable weapons is eliminated by the focus on more expansive aspects like traversing the 9 realms. Although the nature of the next release, a DLC or a full-fledged title, has not yet been confirmed, a Twitter thread did start a discussion. Will the franchise go back to its beginnings, become more of Atreus, or remain mostly the same in the future? You tell me. Anyway, with all that being said, what is the solution? Santa Monica will not go back to the traditional God of War hack-and-slash ways for future God of War games. But you know what they can do? Remake the old God of War games. It's that simple. It's easy money. Imagine playing the old Greek games with better graphics and maybe even better mechanics and extra story here and there. A man can only wish. I love God of War 2018 and God of War Ragnarok. 2018 more than Ragnarok. For future games and sequels to Ragnarok, they can keep the bigger-than-life approach. I love the approach Santa Monica has took. I just wish they include more of Kratos' past as they did in 2018. And have Kratos be more aggressive in his combat finishers. Sorta how they had very aggressive finishers in Doom Eternal. That's it. Before you leave, consider joining the channel as a member. Join with demigod status to gain access to the Gods of War Council, where we can discuss your theories, ideas, and more. Other than that, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell for more content just like this.